Biggest game changers in video games. All right, someone explain exactly what
Yeah, like what was something that
change video
that
games
changed a
forever?
video
Yeah.
game forever. Absolutely. I'll start it off. That I can start off with Metroid.
Okay.
She wasn't the first female protagonist. It was actually somebody else, but she was the first one for the plot twist. So when you died, when the suit blew up, a woman came out of it. And it was like, whoa, that was.
Oh, it showed it when she died?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it only showed it once you beat the game.
No,
I don't know. No,
whenever she died in I can't remember if it was original Metroid or Super Metroid. I know definitely Super Metroid too. When she would die, the bounty suit would blow up and she would come out and scream.
Yeah, but I think in the first Metroid, the original, they revealed that it was a woman at the end once you beat the game. And that was like a twist, and you're like, I played this whole game, and it was a woman.
Yeah, that was a big deal, and
there was a lot of dudes punching the air at that point.
Yeah, but she wasn't obviously
made me play as a woman.
She wasn't the first female protagonist. She was one of them, but she wasn't the very first one. But that was the first one with a plot twist. So that's why I feel like that she deserved to be on. Samus deserves to be on the list.
Still, definitely one of the most iconic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Along with Lara Croft.
Yeah,
right. Absolutely.
I'm gonna just go with the biggest one in general: the creation of video games. Period.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the whole industry.
Yeah, the creation of it in general.
Absolutely.
No one, not even a person who made the very first video game, thought it would go to what it has become now.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
They probably thought of it as like a toy thing. Hey, here's something to distract the kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for it to evolve into such a huge market
50 years later, it's
just impressive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's actually a good one because it's true.
Yeah.
This is for me. Obviously, it's the games I play the most. Open world.
Oh yeah,
I think it was a huge game changer. So used to linear storylines. Then finally, they was like, "All right, figure it out yourself."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it. So I think that was definitely a big game changer.
Absolutely.
Was GTA the first one, or was there some? What was before? Was there anything before that was really open world before GTA?
See, I don't know.
I think
that's probably the first one I can remember.
GTA
playing.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is on the list, but yeah, absolutely. Just
let's see. Which is probably why I love the GTA so much. Oh, there was a game in 1984. This is old.
You're saying Jet Rocket in 1970.
Yeah.
Colossal Cave Adventure, Elite, Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda is not open world. It's non-linear.
Yeah.
But it's not, would you call that open world?
Now, yeah, but back then.
I'm talking about the original Zelda.
No, wasn't it a side scroller if I recall?
No.
I thought
it wasn't a side scroller.
Are you sure? Adventures of Link? One of them. Can't remember.
No, Legend of Zelda in 1986.
Was the first? Okay.
I don't think it. I think it was non-linear because you can go to where you want it.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't call that open world.
They're saying this game Mercenary in 1985 is often regarded as the first 3D open world action adventure game.
And they're saying Hunter, can be considered one of the first true open world game. But regardless of what it is, still, Ultima is one that I'm seeing pop up a lot.
Yeah, I see Ultima also. Yeah,
but regardless, that's still definitely changed things forever.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Allow you to do things how you want in what order.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Next one I got is Doom. And GoldenEye. Everyone always talk about GoldenEye, but Doom wasn't Doom the first one though?
Doom was the first FPS, I believe.
Technically, but
there's no technically.
Wasn't everyone always says it's GoldenEye, it's GoldenEye. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it was Doom, and I don't even like Doom, but I know
we forgot Mario 64 before GTA.
It's on the list.
No, I'm saying it's an open world, basically.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was platform open world like that? Absolutely. Hell yeah.
Yeah, most people, Doom, Wolfenstein 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Those are a lot of general ones, but yeah, Doom was the one that I think that put a lot of them on the map, but it was strictly a computer game for a lot of the time, so it wasn't available to everyone. GoldenEye took it to a whole nother level because one, it was available to a lot more people, and two, because it introduced that co-op play, the four-player split screen where people are all playing together.
Yes.
So that's what really took it. I think, in my opinion, don't take what I'm saying as I'm saying this is fact. That's what I think took why GoldenEye is so highly regarded over like a Doom. Because Doom, you didn't play with other people. You just played through the game.
Right.
And then it was, GoldenEye where, you still had that single player mode like Doom, but then it took it to another step further with the local multiplayer that allowed you to play with friends.
Right. We had Doom on our computer at school. Now I'm sitting there thinking, who allowed that?
Right.
I put there was a game I was playing on a computer at school that definitely shouldn't have been played. I think it was Duke Nukem.
That's even worse.
That is way worse. It's so much worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was definitely some games I was playing on computers at school that definitely shouldn't have been allowed. But back in those days, they didn't. I don't even know if you could lock down computers,
right?
Let alone knew how to.
Right. I'm gonna piggyback off you. I got Halo 1 and 2. I think they were game changer, especially for the Halo 1 for the linking up the Xboxes. When you like
the LAN parties.
And you did it in Halo 2 as well, but Halo 2 was also more bigger for the first like big online thing, online. But just the linking up the Xboxes,
absolutely,
like that was a big deal 25 years ago.
Absolutely,
I think that was huge.
Halo was massive.
Yeah, I mean, I know like I said, Doom and GoldenEye obviously was the foundation, but we got to give Halo some love too here, for sure.
That's wild coming from the Xbox hater.
It is, you know what I mean? But I did play a lot of Halo 1 and 2, and that was it. But,
I didn't play almost any Halo. I was not a huge Halo guy.
I loved Halo. Right. That took up majority of my night in college.
And if I recall, Halo 2 is where Teabag originated from.
That I do recall.
So that's a special place in my heart. Teabagging, so
Toxic Timmy.
Absolutely. But
I have my next one. I have deep storylines.
Yes,
because early, for the first video games, Pong, there's no such thing as story in that. And then a lot of the games after that, story kind of was an afterthought. It's just like, okay, play the game. Like even classics like Mario. There's not really a story. There's a plot. I'm trying to save the princess from Bowser.
Right.
But there's no story.
Right. No, you're right.
But once you started getting into some of these games later on where there's like a really deep story.
Castlevania, maybe?
Castlevania's
definitely an early one.
Is up there. I'm trying to think ones that really had like
Final Fantasy, maybe?
Probably the Final Fantasies. I'd probably put Final Fantasy or maybe Zelda. I never played the early Zeldas, so I don't know what the story was like on those.
Right,
but yeah, I'd probably say the Final Fantasies was maybe the one of the first ones to have a real good story to it, and to now where it's becoming so good that honestly, I think there should be like an Oscar type thing for video game story.
Yeah.
Because these stories on these games now are movie quality stories.
I mean, then they're turning them into shows and movies and winning awards. And it's it started with the video game.
Yeah. God of War, The Last of Us, Final Fantasy, Fallout, Mass Effect. The story of Mass Effect is insane.
Yes.
All of them are just great, rich stories.
And my next one, I'll skip a cue, but I'll go exactly off of that. Decisions affecting the story.
Yes.
Since you mentioned Mass Effect, just the fact that whatever I do now plays a role later.
Yeah, consequences.
Or we could play the same game and not have the same outcome.
Yeah.
To see how in depth it's got to the point of Baldur's Gate, or I haven't played Clair Obscur, but I don't know if if it varies differently.
I don't know. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Okay, but Baldur's Gate, we could play the same game and not play the same.
Yeah.
Malik showed a clip. I watched a clip of him fighting some dragons on a cliff or something like that in Baldur's Gate. It was something on a cliff.
Yeah.
I was like, where the freak is he? I was like, I got 60 hours in this game and I have no clue where he is. I was like, I've never seen that.
And that was early. That's early in the game because I'm not even far into the game.
60-something hours into the game and have no clue where you are. I was like, I don't know where he is. I've never seen this enemy. I don't know that area.
Right.
But that's what I mean. That's...
Yeah, things like Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Whether someone lives or dies based off of whatever choices you make.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not necessarily game over. It's just, hey, that person's gone.
Yeah.
Too bad, so sad. You failed. And that type of, your choices having consequences is just, that's definitely very revolutionary.
Absolutely.
I got live service and DLC.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It is a game changer, and I'm glad that you said unfortunately, because I want to combat that.
Okay.
Live service and DLC is not as bad as everyone keeps trying to make it out to be. Now, are there some predatory practices where they're purposefully leaving stuff out so it can be DLC? Yes, and I disagree with that. That should not take place.
Okay, as long as you mention that part.
But I'm tired of people acting like, oh, all we had was our game and it was complete. Yeah, because that's all you fucking got. There was no such thing. Everyone keeps saying, oh, Street Fighter sucks because it just keeps being DLC. We had everyone we had in our game and we didn't have to play DLC. No, you had to buy a whole new fucking game. There was 8 versions of Street Fighter 2 because that's the only way it got updated. You wanted a new character, the new challengers came, that's a brand new game.
Mm-hmm. Now,
that's not paying $20 to get new characters when they're doing extra work is not a bad thing. For getting extra content that you would have otherwise not got is not a bad thing. Everyone keeps saying oh, they're just trying to pull money out of our pockets. Technically, no, they're not, because if you don't want it, don't get it. And 2, the game is complete. Like I said, there are those cases where, what happened with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, where it was revealed that they had
everybody in the game,
10 characters in the game already, but they were holding off on them for them to be DLC. That's bullshit, and they deserve to take the hit for that.
Which they did.
Which they did. But if I'm going to spend time creating a new character, creating new moves, and doing all of this to bring into the game later, you're damn right you're going to pay for it. And because I need to get paid for my work. If you don't want these people to get paid for their work, don't expect DLC.
And I agree with what you're saying 100%. But like you said, it's the predatory ones that most people think about. So they're not thinking about Cyberpunk, for instance. They dropped all new missions and all of that, and it was a DLC. That's fine. People don't care about that. But when you're dropping a game and it's oh, well, if you really want to get good in this game or you really want to progress, then you have to pay for this DLC or you have to pay for this or pay for that. That's the problem people have with it. You know what I mean?
I agree to a point, because yes, there are those that only point out those, but I legit hear people all the time complaining about DLC in like Street Fighter. Why do I have to pay for these characters?
Yeah, but
motherfucker, they had to make them.
Yeah, but I also realize people just love to complain.
Yeah,
they will find any little thing to complain about. It doesn't matter. You could put out the perfect game, and people will find something to complain about. For instance, I've been playing Crimson Desert, loving the game. I'm seeing people that was like, "Oh, well, the boat on the water, its buoyancy isn't enough for this to be a AAA game." I'm like, dude, I haven't even seen water in the game other than the rivers and all of that, like the waterfalls. I'm like, I haven't even been to the ocean yet. I've been playing the game for like 20 hours. I'm like, what are you complaining? Like, people will find any little thing to complain about, so I kind of ignore them.
Yeah.
But I will say there is a lot of predatory when it comes to DLCs.
Yes, there are some predatory practices with video games, and I agree. But usually, if you're 2+ years into a game, anything that's coming out now is no longer predatory.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But what do you think about like the WWE games? To where it'd be like, okay, you'll buy the base package and you'll get all these wrestlers, but the moment the game drops, they're like, oh, but if you get the $100 package, then you get these wrestlers too, and you're like, they're already in the game.
Yeah, that's predatory.
You already put them in the game.
Yeah, that's predatory. That's bullshit.
Okay,
I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah.
But, well, not in a 2K game because I know they're going to come out a new one next year. But say another game, UFC, since that's been out for God knows how many years now. The UFC game, UFC 5. They release a new fighter and they make you pay for him. He wasn't in the game initially.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of times those guys wasn't even in the UFC at that point. So they got to create the models. They got to, like, so if you want this extra content.
I agree with that part.
You got to expect to pay for it.
Yeah, no,
people want extra content but don't want to pay for it. That's ridiculous. And that is, you are just being absurd if you think I want more content, but no, I don't want to pay for it.
No, you're right.
I mean,
you're delusional.
If it's done right, it's fine. You know, like, was it Mario Kart 8? When they did DLC a few years ago, it was 48 tracks. They did it in 6 different ways. Like every 2 months, they would release like the next 8 tracks. And it was only $25. And I'm like, I thought that was a good DLC.
Yeah.
I thought it's fine.
Or like the Ballad of Gay Tony.
Right. And the other one, the Lost and Damned. That's good DLC. Now, this is just me nitpicking. I do feel when it comes to fighting games, certain characters should be grandfathered in. That should not be DLC. That's just my opinion. We're going back to Street Fighter 5. 3 of the original 8 were DLC, and I think that was complete bullshit. But that's just me. I know it's just, I get it.
I disagree on that just because it's more. A lot of the times, this is one thing a lot of fighting game players need to come to grips with.
No.
I'm not talking about what you just said. I'm talking about this thought I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Characters need to go away. People get mad because their favorite character is not in a game. You have to get rid of characters to get new characters in, because they're not going to just keep bringing the same character, because they bring all the same characters back and then introduce a couple new ones. Eventually, some of these characters no one's just going to try because they're like, I have who I want. 2, it's not going to be sustainable because the roster's just going to get too big that you're not going to be able to put in everybody. That's just math. Or the game will take forever to make if you got to put everyone in it. And 3, like, you got to force people to adapt. Like, people complain about characters on stuff, especially when it isn't even connected. Like, we've had this discussion about Marvel Tokon. People are mad about some of the characters that are in Tokon. Like, they're mad that Danger's in the Tokon, and they're like, where's this person? It's not Marvel versus Capcom.
Right, I agree with
It's
that.
not even being made by the same people.
Right.
But you're complaining that the Marvel versus Capcom people aren't there. Like, that doesn't make sense.
People are going to find a reason to complain.
Of course.
Yeah. And back to what you were saying, Tim, about characters being grandfathered in, I disagree with that because, 1, some of these characters have to go away because the story doesn't involve them. It makes no sense to put them in. But to bring them back just to make somebody happy later, they still got to put in that work.
Yeah, I agree.
They should get paid for their work. It's not like it's something that was already there and you're like, okay, we're just bringing it back. Like, the old days, the old Sprite days where you're like, okay, we're just bringing back the Sprite and we're not changing anything.
Yeah, copy and paste, yeah.
Okay, then, yeah, because you're not doing any real work. We're just taking something that already existed and throwing it in. Mm-hmm. But games these days, that's not the case. If an old character's coming back, they have to be completely remade into whatever game engine is currently being used. Got to fit the game mechanics now. They got to change things to fit. So that takes work, which takes money. And if you want these characters, you got to pay for them.
That's fine. So, but again, they got it right with 6. They put the original 8 back in the starting lineup where they should have been. But you said we need to move on from certain characters. When are you going to move on from Bruce? From Tekken, because you always complain about Bruce not being a Tekken.
No, I don't complain about Bruce not being a Tekken. Him back? I say I want him back.
Hey, you said you got to move on, though.
But I'm also not saying Bruce should have been in the first place.
Yeah, but you want Bruce back.
I want Bruce, but what I'm saying is, you're saying they should be in the first place. I'm not saying Bruce should be in the first place.
No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't be grandfathered in.
But what I'm saying is, me as a Bruce fan, if they were to bring him back, I would pay. I don't see the issue with that. You're saying, hey, my guy, Street Fighter V, Gal was not in there. You're a Gal player.
Yeah.
You're like, where's my Gal? I'm angry Gal's not in it to begin with. And then when they brought him back, now I got to pay for him. This is bullshit. Well, the story didn't involve Gal.
Yeah, it did.
The little bullshit of a story that it did have.
Nash was there. I mean, there's but still, it's still stupid. But I get what you're saying. It's just
that's what I mean by moving on. Not like, oh, you gotta forget the character. You're not going to play. But
yeah, but some characters
have to go away in order for other characters to come in.
Yeah, but I kind of agree with Tim on this. Like, Gal should be in the game.
As a story,
I get. I'm a Crimson Viper fan. I get her not being in the game, but like Gal, I feel like as one of the original, you gotta.
I think the has to be in the game type characters is very limited, in my opinion. It should be like in Street Fighter, Ken, Chun-Li, or not Ken, Ryu, Chun-Li. That's the only ones that are required for me.
Well, if that's the case, then why can't we use Cammy instead of Chun-Li?
What do you mean?
Oh, maybe we can just not have. Maybe Chun-Li could be DLC in the way you're going about it.
No.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying, I'm going with your argument that certain characters should always be in it. The only ones I think, as far as Street Fighter goes, is Ryu and Chun-Li. Those are the only ones that I feel should always be in the game.
What about Zangief?
No.
And Bison?
No.
I can get Bison being DLC just because again, when Street Fighter 2 came out, obviously you couldn't play Bison at first. So I get anything with Shadaloo being DLC, that's fine.
Like the only reason I'm putting Chun-Li is because she's the first lady of fighting games. That's the only reason I'm saying Chun-Li. If she wasn't the first lady of fighting games, I would not be saying Chun-Li. So, like, if we're going to Tekken.
Jin.
And Nina.
No.
Nina has to be.
You gotta say Jin.
No. I was going to... Kazuya. That's about it.
You can swap Kazuya or Jin, either one.
Kazuya, Jin, or Heihachi. One of the Mishima...
Yeah.
One of the Mishima.
If Harong ain't in it, I ain't playing.
Well, because if you think about it, as usually they were palette swaps, but back in Tekken 1, obviously Heihachi was... you had to beat the game to get Heihachi.
Yeah.
But when Tekken 2 came around, you had to beat the game to get Kazuya, and then obviously, then Jin was the main in 3. So that's fine. Mm-hmm. But Nina...
Nina
yes.
is like... Nina is a very popular character, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she should not be in the game. What I am saying is she is not a requirement in my opinion.
I think she's the first lady of Namco, just like Chun's the first lady of Capcom. Absolutely.
No, Chun is the first lady of fighting games.
Okay, but she's the first lady of Capcom in mind. But Nina's the first lady of Namco. You can't disrespect Nina like that.
I'm not disrespecting Nina. All I'm saying is she, in my opinion, she is not a requirement for a Tekken game.
Is Paul a requirement for Tekken?
No. Literally, the only one is a Mishima, in my opinion, that needs to be in pretty much any Tekken game at the very release of it. Now, do I think Nina and Paul should be in at some point in every Tekken game? Yes. But do they need to be there day one every single time? No.
I disagree. They're another couple that are grandfathered in my eyes. But I get what you're saying. But they've been around for 30 plus years. They are grandfathered.
I am just saying, at certain point, like certain characters, you gotta.
It's a great game, by the way.
Because like by that
Kimberly's
notion,
the first woman of Bandai.
Oh my god,
Kimberly from the Power Rangers and their fighting game.
That fighting's
and
Trinity.
But like the grandfathered in ones, the ones that I feel should be in pretty much every game, I think should be rare air. Because if you just say everyone who's in the original game should be grandfathered in, then you don't really have space for anyone.
Just certain people. That's all. I think Street Fighter, I think the original 8, yes. But Tekken, I do feel that Mishima, Yoshimitsu, Nina, Paul, Law, King, like they all should be grandfathered in.
They say my boy Harong.
No, I'd rather have Beck, but I get it. I get Beck's gone, but Harong's obviously more popular.
Disrespect Harong.
But I love Harong, but I just like his master better. But no, but Beck's a boring character. Like he's not exciting. He's boring, and I get that. Harong is definitely more exciting.
Like even like Mortal Kombat, on Liu Kang. That's it.
No. You can't have Mortal Kombat without Scorpion and
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
I'm about to say,
you're right. I forget them. I don't know why. I don't know why my brain was literally only thinking of Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and Sonya Blade. Scorpion, Sub-Zero didn't even come into my brain for some reason. You're right. Liu Kang, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero. Those three. Sonya doesn't need to be in it. Johnny doesn't have to be in it. Like every game,
I'm fine with that for Mortal Kombat.
But like the original 8 of Street Fighter should not be guarantees. Especially one, Ken and Ryu are very similar, so you don't have to have both of them. If you do, fine, but you don't have to. Chun-Li, like I said, should be in there. Blanca, I don't think he's required.
Street Fighter without Blanca, though?
He's an original.
That don't sound right to me.
He was DLC in 5.
Huh?
He was DLC in 5. He wasn't in 3, was he?
No, nobody. The only people from 3 from the original was literally Ken, Ryu, and Chun-Li. Yeah. That was it.
But I'm just like, I just don't think everyone needs to be, like I said, locked in like that.
All right.
Okay. We done way off topic.
Yeah.
But
that's okay.
I got a very simple one that we haven't mentioned. Progress saves.
Yes.
Being able to save your progress is big. We couldn't always do that.
Save it twice, too.
Yeah.
You save it twice.
Yeah.
Auto save. No.
No, we don't just auto save.
To this day, I do not trust auto save.
No.
Like in Crimson Desert, if you look, it has like the 3 auto saves.
Right.
And then there's my saves under it. I do not trust auto save to this day.
No. Absolutely.
Never. Because you don't know what the auto save saved.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It might not saved exactly where I need to be.
Yep.
Especially like on Final Fantasies, like when you probably would notice, like when you would play like it would save right before a boss or an auto save and you quit and you're like, oh shit, wait. You go back and replay the game and you're like, oh, wait a minute.
And it puts you way back. Yep.
Way back or right there where you can't even like buy potions and high potions or heal or you know what I mean?
And I used to hate when it would do it and you'd be running and then you would just freeze and be like, okay, it's auto saving.
Same with Pokemon. Like, you know, like if you like you didn't hurry up and go to the Pokemon Center and save or you know heal your Pokemon, you're walking, here comes someone, hey, let's battle. And I'm like, bro, my thing's at 50 health. Like, like, yeah. No, that's a good one, though.
Yeah, that is a good one.
We already talked about Street Fighter basically anyway, but Wii Sports. I think that was a good Wii Sports.
The Wii in general
was a game changer.
Yeah,
was a game changer,
especially for non-gamers.
Non-gamers, just the motion controls, how well they worked.
Yes,
being able to dance.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Like because you heard about like old people basically almost doing like a physical therapy type thing through Wii Sports. Oh, let's go bowling. Let's play golf. Let's play baseball. Like they were getting their exercise in through the Wii. Like that was incredible.
Yes,
that definitely was up there.
Absolutely.
My next one, it was slightly touched on, but I want to point it out directly. Online PvP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big time game changer.
Yeah.
Unfortunately killed the arcades.
Yes, it did.
Unfortunately. But it brought forth so much more. Like it brought forth communities. Like the FGC cannot exist in its current incarnation without online PvP. Because there's people that's like in these small little obscure towns where there might be only 5 people that play fighting games in that area and they don't know each other. So like the reason I stopped playing fighting games as a kid is because I had no one to play them with. I didn't know Tim at the time. So I'm sitting there like I got bored playing Tekken by myself against the computer. So I stopped buying fighting games because I'm like, I'm going to get bored in a month and a half.
Dude, it's like, that's definitely a game changer. Like you spoke about Halo.
Yeah.
When Reach came out, I was able to play with my boy from college.
Right.
You know, we lived 2 states away. But, you know, I hit him up on the phone. He's like, hey, let's load in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We put our headphones on and we just sat there and played all day until we beat the game.
Yeah.
Right.
And
like, that's... Yeah.
And you hear about it all the time where guys will like, not even guys, but people will just be like, hey, I'm meeting up with my gaming buddy that I've never met my whole life. And we've been playing together for years.
Yeah.
And they meet each other. It's like they're the best of friends.
Right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
My next one, I have 2. They just kind of go hand in hand.
Okay.
Character customization and create a character.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like to me, that's huge. I'll go and play games that I don't even have an interest in if their character customization is in depth. Honestly, that's how I end up playing Baldur's Gate. Like everyone, like I kept seeing people post like all the characters they was creating, and I was like, I want to try this game.
Yeah. Character customization isn't a big deal to me.
Well, I meant
character creation.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I just tied them in together.
Yeah, they definitely tie together.
Even like with the Grand Theft Autos, like with CJ, you know what I mean? You were able to make him, you know what I mean, bulky or skinny or fat or, you know, change his hairstyle, stuff like that. Like that was still pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, of course, create a character is a lot better. Honestly, but I love creating a character unless it takes too long. If that makes sense. Like the WWE games.
Yes.
I used to love doing it as a kid. Now as an adult, I'm like, I don't want to sit here
like
for 4 hours and create a character.
And all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's definitely a lot of work to create a character now.
Tekken was good with the customizations too. Tekken was really good. Soul Calibur was good with that stuff. They did a really good job with that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like those suites are really deep. I don't give a fuck about them. Like I'll give my dude like my character in Tekken like a little outfit, but some of these people go hard on their customizations in Tekken. I'm like, cool. I'm not gonna say it's bad that it's there. It's just not my thing.
And they're expressed. That's the way. That's another character
self-expression.
It's self-expression. Yep. I got Resident Evil. I think that was a game changer for when it first came out, even though it was the same damn thing pretty much. But I do think that was a big game changer back then. To me, it was.
Is that one of the first horror games?
It was the first survival horror.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought. I mean,
you know, technically, like a Castlevania is technically kind of a horror game.
Technically, okay.
There was that terrible Sega CD game. I can't remember what it was called. It was
Sega CD. Don't know it.
But yeah, like I just you know, like even though I hate Resident Evil now because they just won't go away, but but still,
they're saying 9 is probably the best one in decades.
Lord, but
they're saying 9 is incredible. Daryl's played maybe an hour or so of it,
but like I know how big it is, how popular it is, you know. But it's just like that, you know. It's just what it's become, and just I feel that when you see Resident Evil, everyone's head turns, you know.
Yeah,
you know, like a deer in headlights. Like
that's how Daryl. She sees new Resident Evil, her ears perk up.
Yeah.
She loves ever since 7. She's been locked in on Resident Evil.
Yeah, so
7, 8, 9. She's all for it. When she would literally text me like, Resident Evil's dropping in a day. Resident Evil's dropping in a couple days. Like she was literally texting me like it's about to come out. It's about to come out.
Okay.
Like, yeah, some people love that.
Yeah.
My next one, real big game changer: voice acting in video games.
Yes.
Yeah. Instead of just the words popping up on screen, absolutely.
And then you like the bad voice acting of the original Resident Evil. You're about to be a Jill sandwich. To real, honestly award-worthy acting performances. Like, hey, it's definitely come a long way.
Absolutely.
I agree. Not as simple, but I think it's a game changer in video games. The ability to parry. Yeah. Especially in like adventure games. Instead of always having to duck or get out of the way. Just a parry system.
Parry system in Clair Obscur was great. I loved their parry system. You still haven't played it yet, Q, have you?
I have not. I'm lost in Crimson Desert right now.
You got to play that game.
Yeah, I know.
It's very rewarding when you parry someone.
Yeah.
It feels good. I liked it in Onimusha, the parrying system and stuff.
I like it in Crimson Desert when it like stops time for a second and it flings the person back and they're like, yeah, I'm about to tear you up.
I ain't get that far yet. I ain't get that much power yet.
Yeah.
I haven't unlocked the RKO yet.
Oh, dude, don't do it. I'm running through just crowds of people, and if their back is turned, they're getting suplexed. Like it's either a suplex or an RKO. I'm like, I barely have my swords out anymore if it's not enough people.
Wasn't it?
I don't have any more.
I just got 2 more. I just put God of War because just the gruesomeness of it and just.
I have gore. I was about to say gore. Yeah, so
like,
yeah, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
That's why I just put gore because I was like, that's a big game changer.
The maturity, absolutely. And the last one I got, it's gone, but it was a game changer 30 years ago. Sega Channel.
Oh my
God, I loved Sega Channel.
My cousins had it.
That allowed me to play games that I never would have played otherwise.
Right.
Echo the Dolphin.
Booger Man. I mean, you know what? Y'all gonna leave Echo alone.
Garbage,
but yeah, Booger Man. That's how I first started playing like Earthworm Jim. Toe Jam and Earl.
Yeah.
Like it allowed me to play a lot of games that like I wouldn't have known about otherwise.
That's how I played Mutant League Football.
Great game. Great game.
Yeah, but it's no longer with us, but but that was a game changer.
That was a big time game changer.
Absolutely.
I also have and I know it I want to see more of it. I've complained about it a few times on this channel, but the Nemesis system.
Yeah.
I think that was a big game changer. It just sucks that they copyrighted it and was like, nope, nobody can use it. So,
not even us.
Yeah. But I'm like, even in Crimson Desert, that would be awesome to do. They have the Nemesis system. But yeah, I think that, and my last one is ability nodes. Or like unlockable different abilities.
Okay.
And like, so we could be playing the same game, but like, I took my abilities this way, or I built my character this way, you built your character that way.
Yeah.
I think that was huge for, gameplay alone.
Yeah, it allow you to play the game how you want to play it, not how the game wants you to play it.
Exactly. So, but that's all I got.
Yep.
Okay. I like that. That was, I didn't think we would go like into in depth as far as we did and for like the discussion.
Yeah.
But that was a great one.
Got upset, about the grandfather characters.